Hi everyone, today we're reading Chapter 7, Practice Test. While searching the library for a nonfiction book for his next report, Eddie Kovacs, a student in one of the other fourth grade classes, had found a book about superstitions. Amazingly, there had been a section about school situations, and it gave suggestions to help you pass an exam. Of course, he checked the book out. He sat with the book open in front of him and in the school lunchroom, which was a first for Eddie. And before long, every fourth grader in every class had heard about what they could do to improve their testing abilities. Some of the suggestions were impossible. Don't shave. Perfect, said Lucas. None of us shave, so we'll all do fine on the state test. I don't think it counts, said Cricket. Don't shave means don't do something you would ordinarily have done. How do you know that? Lucas asked her. It's just a matter of interpretation. I think I'm right. Well, you're not, said Cricket with her usual certainty. What else does the book tell you to do? Wear your socks and your underwear inside out, Lucas reported. How are you going to turn everything inside out when you get to school? Cricket wanted to know. The line at the girls' room would be awfully long if all the fourth grade girls were waiting to go inside and turn their underwear inside out. Do it at home before you come to school, suggested Julio. This was one thing he could do, but he wondered how it could possibly help him. Well, I think that's just plain stupid, said Cricket. I'm not going to wear my clothes inside out. Besides, I know I'll do great on the test without any of these silly tricks. Anything else? Asked Zoe. The book said to use the same pencil you used the last time you passed the test, or else use a new one that never made a mistake. Everyone in Mrs. Schrelenberg's class agreed that they could and would do that, even Cricket. Lately, Mrs. Schrelenberg had given her students new quiet time activities. Sometimes she handed out crossword puzzles. Other times she permitted the students to break into small groups and play games like Scrabble or Hangman together. It was no surprise to Julio that Cricket was familiar with these activities. I always play Scrabble with my grandmother when she comes to visit, she told her classmates. That's wonderful, said Mrs. Schrelenberg. It didn't bother Julio that he couldn't play anything except card games like Rummy and War with his grandmother. But then one afternoon, Mrs. Schrelenberg said, Do you know why we're playing all these word games lately? No one did, not even Cricket. Henry. It's because games like these are another way to practice and improve your spelling. The spelling bees that we've had this year have also been a method to test your spelling skill. It's because games like these are another way to practice and improve your spelling. The spelling bees that we've had this year have also been a method to test your spelling skills. Well, we still need written practice questions in spelling to prepare for the test, Cricket insisted. Don't worry, Mrs. Schrelenberg said. You're going to do that tomorrow. And sure enough, the next day, Mrs. Schrelenberg gave out sheets with spelling questions. Each question consisted of a list of 4 words. One might or might not be misspelled. The students were to examine the words and make a decision. Was one word wrong or not? Julio studied the sheet in front of him. This is fun, Cricket called out. It's easier than any spelling test I've ever taken. I'm glad you're enjoying it, said Mrs. Schrelenberg. But remember, you must never, ever call out, especially if this was the actual test that you were taking. Fun, Julio mumbled to himself. Poor Cricket must lead a very boring life if this was her idea of fun. As far as he was concerned, all the words looked fine up to him. How was he supposed to guess which might be misspelled? And it seemed pretty stupid to make mistakes on purpose just to trick the fourth graders. Later in the day, Mrs. Schrelenberg gave out a different set of sheets. This will test your study skills, she told the students. I think you'll find these very simple after all the lessons we've had here in class and in the school library. Julio looked down at his sheet. Choose a name or word that would appear first if they were arranged alphabetically. In which book would you look to discover where France is located? A cookbook, calendar, atlas, or telephone book? Finally, there was a question that Julio thought was easy. Imagine looking for France in a cookbook. The only thing you'd find there would be French fries. All right, that is Chapter 7, Practice Test. tomorrow you will hear about chapter 8, Say Cheese. All right, everyone. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.